This episode is brought to you by CuriosityStream, home to thousands of nonfiction documentaries from some of the best filmmakers in the world. Follow the link below to start your free trial today. Unless you've been living under a rock, you've probably seen frantic news coverage of the world's latest health risk, the coronavirus. Depending on where you get your news, it's either the end of the world or a hoax. To state the obvious, the coronavirus is not a hoax, and those who have lost loved ones because of it are right to be angry at this mischaracterization. Over the last few weeks, the virus has spread across borders and crept into countries in all regions of the world, including the United States. Supermarket shelves are being emptied at a breakneck pace, preppers are stocking up on canned goods, and the stock market is looking pretty unstable as American leadership fails to reassure the population and global trade takes a hit. As of late February, the number of infections had passed 87,000, with 3,000 deaths. Just recently, the number of new cases outside of China has exceeded the number of infections within. With all the fear and uncertainty surrounding the coronavirus, it's important to be aware of the facts. Let's take a look at what the coronavirus is and just how bad we can expect it to be. For starters, our current outbreak is actually just a new version of coronavirus, which is the blanket term for a particular family of virus, named for its crown-like appearance under a microscope. We often see variants of coronavirus affect animals, and every so often we get one that makes the jump from animals to humans. That's what we've seen with the current strain, which has been given the name COVID-19. It's believed that this outbreak originated in an animal market in Wuhan, China, where exotic animals are bought and sold for their meat or other valuable body parts. While some forms of the virus have historically had to pass directly from an animal to a human, what we're seeing with the current strain is transmission from infected humans to other people, making the spread of the virus much faster and harder to contain. Okay, so we know where it came from and that it spreads quickly, but what exactly does it do to your body? COVID-19, the disease caused by the novel coronavirus, is primarily a respiratory illness. Early symptoms are a lot like the common cold and tend to appear 2 to 14 days after infection. Coughing, shortness of breath, runny nose, sore throat, and fever are all typical, and it's often hard to tell whether you've contracted a cold, the coronavirus, or the flu. The real danger from the illness is for those with an already compromised immune system, whether by age or other conditions like cancer. The virus has a chance to become deadly if it leads to pneumonia, respiratory failure, or septic shock. Interestingly, it appears that children infected with the virus exhibit less severe or even no symptoms, which is very different from other illnesses like the flu. So far, the only deaths seem to be among the elderly and chronically ill, though that could change as time goes on. Speaking of fatalities, the mortality rate of COVID-19 seems to be right around 2%. That should come as a relief when compared to something like Ebola, which has a rate of 60 to 65%. That being said, it's just a numbers game. If the coronavirus continues to spread at such an alarming rate, reaching pandemic status, 2% could be millions of people. Look at the flu epidemic of the early 1900s. It also had a mortality rate of about 2%, but infected over a quarter of the world's population, eventually leading to the death of 40 to 50 million people. Of course, we need to acknowledge that the flu kills thousands of people per year in America alone with a 0.1% mortality rate. And just because a new disease appears, it doesn't mean that we should ignore the usual culprits. That being said, there's a vaccine for the flu. There's currently no treatment for coronavirus. And even if one were developed, Health Secretary Alex Azar says that it would probably not be affordable for everyone, and that the government would not cap its price. The American response to the coronavirus has been shockingly bad. Whereas places like South Korea offer free tests for their citizens to see if they've been infected, American sites are charging $3,000 for a test that was designed specifically so they could charge money for it. The World Health Organization already had a test that America could have decided to use, but there's no profit in that. Failing to prioritize the health of the people over short-term profits is a big problem when dealing with pandemic-level outbreaks. But assuming we're out of luck regarding a vaccine, there are some steps you can take to minimize the risk of infection. First, you'll want to minimize the amount of time you spend among large crowds, especially if you're in a region that's had a confirmed case of coronavirus. Wash your hands frequently and thoroughly with warm water and soap. Scrub for 20 seconds, including the backs of your hands and under your fingernails. Don't touch your eyes, nose, or mouth. These are all easy points of entry for the virus. If you do feel like you've contracted the virus, be considerate. Don't go out with friends, and definitely stay away from older family members with compromised immune systems. Stay home, get plenty of rest, stay hydrated, and treat symptoms as needed. Tylenol or ibuprofen for pain, cough drops for a sore throat. For most people watching this video, you're not at tremendous risk. Most healthy people will recover from coronavirus just as they would from the flu. It's unpleasant, and it is dangerous to the frail and elderly, but odds are you'll be okay as long as you take it easy and treat your symptoms appropriately. If you'd like to learn more about the coronavirus and the confusion and chaos surrounding its spread and origin, I highly recommend you watch the coronavirus epidemic on CuriosityStream. It's a fascinating look at how the world responds to a rapidly spreading virus and the measures we can take to stem the tide of infection. If you watch my videos, you'll know I'm a big fan of CuriosityStream. It's an online streaming service with thousands of nonfiction titles from some of the best filmmakers in the game. You can find tons of great episodes like the coronavirus epidemic, and they've got a bunch of material on technology and outer space, which are some of my favorites. Their giant catalog includes content on science, nature, astronomy, technology, and lifestyle, among others. Unlimited access starts at just $2.99 a month, and as a special offer just for you guys, you can get a free trial by following the link below. CuriosityStream is available on just about every platform you can imagine, so wherever you are, you'll always have access to great, interesting content. As an added bonus, your CuriosityStream subscription now comes with a free Nebula subscription. Nebula is a new streaming platform built by and for creators like Wendover Productions, Real Engineering, Kurzgesagt, and of course, Second Thought and many others. It's a place for us to try new things and make original content that just wouldn't be possible on YouTube. Give CuriosityStream a shot and get free access to Nebula when you visit curiositystream.com/secondthought. If you enjoyed this episode, consider dropping a like. If not, a thumbs down. While you're here, check out some of my other work. I have videos on all sorts of topics, and I bet you'll find something you'll enjoy. Remember to subscribe if you'd like to see more episodes like this one, and click the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.